Shalom, shalom. This is Osman Wath. Uh,
Yaakov.
God. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kakadash. All right, and tonight I just want to go into something just brief, just a little jewel I had found when I was reading. Obviously, I guess it was already made known through a video the chief already did a while back, a long time ago. But it's something I kind of found when I was reading. It just stuck out to me. So yeah, want to read that real quick out?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and 28. It says, "Gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears, and call heaven and earth
And
to
call heaven and earth, right? Key points. Call heaven and earth to do what?
record against them."
Yep, to record against them. When you record something, you're writing it down. You're making a note of it, right? So we're all acquainted with um, you know, the adulterous woman in John 8. If we can go there real quick.
I want to start our verse.
Uh you could just start at you start from the top.
This is St. John, the 8th chapter, from the top. It says, Yahweh Shai went into the Mountain of Olives, and early in the morning he came again into the temple, and all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them.
Mhm.
And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery.
And so you got like Deuteronomy chapter 31 says, talking about the chief of your tribes, you know what I'm saying? The elders, the scribes, they come out before him. Go ahead.
And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery in the very act.
This woman was taken in adultery in the very act, right? And can you go back to Deuteronomy 31 real quick?
Deuteronomy 31 and verse 28.
28. All right, it says, gather unto me all the elders of your tribes and your officers, that I may speak these words in their ears and call heaven and earth to record against them. Why did the Most High set it up that way for heaven and earth to record against them? All right, because can you go to Deuteronomy 19 and 15?
You said Deuteronomy what, bro?
19 and 15.
All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 19 and verse 15.
Mhm.
It says, one witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity
Mhm.
or for any sin. Any sin that he sinneth at the mouth of two witnesses,
At the mouth
or
of
at the
two
mouth of three
witnesses.
witnesses.
Yep, at the mouth of two witnesses or at the mouth of three witnesses, right? So this is why the Most High set it up that way, set it up in Deuteronomy 31 for heaven and earth to record against, right? Because heaven, that's one witness, and earth, that's another witness. So according to the law, right, now you're justified. The Most High God is going to be held blameless in his judgment because he's got heaven and earth to record against that particular offender of the law. All right, so keep that in the frame of thought while you read John 8. You go back there.
John 8 and verse 5.
Verse 3 out.
Okay, verse 3.
Hold on. Where'd you leave off at? My bad.
I left off at verse 4.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can just read that again.
This St. John 8 and 4. It says, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery in the very act.
Mm-hmm.
Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned.
Mm-hmm.
But what sayest thou?
Yeah, he says, so Moses and the law commanded that such should be stoned. So yeah, that's true. An adulterous woman should be stoned, right? But there's conditions, right? Of what that offender, how that execution of that judgment got to go about. You got to have two or three witnesses, right? Keep going.
This they said, tempting him,
Mm-hmm.
that they might have to accuse him.
Mm-hmm. So they're always trying to catch Yahweh Shah, you see what I'm saying, slipping in his acts, slipping in the law so they can falsely accuse Yahweh Shah, man. It's saying this possibly can't be the Messiah because he's not upholding the law. Go ahead.
Right. But Yahweh Shah stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
as though he heard them not.
You see, I love that part, man.
Right, right.
He said, so Yahweh shall stoop down and wrote on the ground as though he heard them not. Right now, a cursory glance, when we was in the Christian church or whatever, we weren't really taught to analyze, the scriptures. Like, well, we just read that like, okay, well, he wrote on the ground. What's so special about that? Well, this is Yahweh Shah actually upholding the law, right? Doing something those people were actually accusing him of not doing, or trying to catch him and not doing it, which was keeping the law. But Yahweh Shah was doing what? He was actually recording their sins and their guilt, right? And their offenses in the earth, right? Because in Deuteronomy 31 says that that heaven and earth is going to bear record of their sins, right? Right, now let's get Jeremiah 17 and 13 real quick.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 13. It says, O Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed.
And those people that was trying to find our king in derision or to trap him in his words and in his acts, they were the ones that forsook him. They forsook the Heavenly Father by default. They forsook Yahweh Shah, so they're going to be ashamed. But keep going.
And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth.
And they that depart from me shall be written in the earth. That's why Yahweh Shah, you go back to, well, you keep reading.
It says, because they have forsaken Yahweh, the fountain of living waters.
This is exactly why Yahweh Shah wrote in the ground, right? He was writing a record to bear record against those men, right? Those scribes and those Pharisees who forsook the Most High God, right? Because they forsook his son. They're trying to entrap our Lord and our King. So Yahweh Shah, he didn't answer them a word. So he stooped down and he used heaven and earth, man, because of course heaven is already recording against them. Because go to Amos chapter 9. I want to say verse 12. Heaven is always recording.
Which one, Amos?
Amos 9, and let's see.
11? No, not 11. 8.
Let's see what 8 say. Yeah, right there. Yep.
Amos 9 and 8. Yeah, it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I would destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so heaven is always making records against you because his eyes is always upon the sinful kingdom. And Israel, we were very simple at that time, just how we are now, but we were very simple at that time. So what do you think happened? He had his eyes upon the earth, upon that kingdom. So heaven was already making a record. So that's why Yahweh Shah was sealing the deal. He was putting our people in the earth, right? So he can have 2 or 3 witnesses. So when he comes back and judges us, he's justified. You can't mark him as being an unjust judger, right? Right. So that's why he says he judges the world in righteousness, right? Because it would be unrighteous if he just left it up for 1 witness, right? So when Yahweh Shah came, he's like, all right, let me go ahead and seal the deal. So when I come back, this work is finished, man. You can't hold me. You can't blame me in what I do and how I judge. But let's read all the way down to verse 9, and then we'll wrap it up.
Where at?
You can start back. You start back at verse 6 out.
Okay. Okay, this is St. John 8 and verse 6. It says, this they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Yahweh Shah stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not.
Yep, and this is exactly what we already got, why he wrote them on the ground, right? Because he was bearing records in the earth. As a matter of fact, let me pull another precept. I'll read it out my Bible. This is Isaiah. Let's see. Isaiah 1. And I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, the vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, earth, O earth. Now, why is the Most High saying that, right? we quickly read past things like this, but why did he say, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth? Because he's about to commit judgment He's got his
Right.
two witnesses, man. Right. So whenever you hear things like, oh, here, oh heaven, or here, oh earth, just know that judgment is about to take place. Right. And the Most High God is basically showing you that he's judging rightly because he's got his two witnesses lined up against you. Right. So so yeah, you go back to John 8 and verse
Kind,
7.
John 8 and 7. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her.
Because Yahweh Shah knew that they had sin. That's what he was writing down in the earth.
Right.
He was writing down the wicked doers, man. Let me write down this dude that's about to betray me, all that, right? It's all written down, man. Right? You go ahead.
And again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground.
Mhm.
And when they heard it, being convicted by their own
You
conscience,
see, being convicted by their own conscience, showing you what? Romans 2 and 15, real quick.
God, this is Book of Romans, chapter 2 and verse 15.
Mhm.
All right, it says, which show the work of the law.
Oh, they ain't popped up on here yet. I don't know why. Let's see.
Hold on. All right, here we go.
There we go.
It says, which show the work of the law written in their hearts,
Which show the work of the law written in the heart. Go ahead.
their conscience also bearing witness.
So you got your conscience bearing witness, man. So the Most High God bears witness, even your conscience bears witness, because of course we're not in the new covenant yet, to where the laws ain't all the law, statutes, commandments isn't in every Israelite man's and woman's minds. You see, but you got glimpses of things showing you right from wrong. Like something tells you, oh, I shouldn't just shoot my neighbor because he stepped on my shoe. You see what I'm saying? That's just an example of how the law is written in your heart. There's certain things that the Most High just put innate within, especially within Israelites, to let you know, hey, this is definitely an offense. But go ahead.
And their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing
Mm-hmm.
or else excusing one another.
Yep, because these Pharisees and these scribes, they understood the law, right? And the law was somewhat in their heart, man. That's why when you read in verse 9, it says, by their own conscience, they were convicted because they had a part of the law already in their heart, right?
Right.
So Yahweh Shah, hey, even if he didn't write them down on the earth, just themselves already bearing witness in and of themselves, that's enough. So basically, you got three witnesses. You got the heavens, you got the earth that he just wrote in, and also their own conscience. So he's more than justified to kill the wicked doers of our people by the sword, like he said in Amos 9 and 10. See, which is he's about to execute that judgment once again, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble. All right.
Comment and just going back to Jeremiah 17, right? It says how our people, right, which is the ones who forsook the fountains of living waters, their their name is written in the earth, and while the elect, 144,000, their name is written in the book of life, which is in Daniel 12:1. Let me read that real quick. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So the elect, 144,000, their name is found written in something spiritual, while on the flip side, our people name is found in something that's carnal, man.
That's cold.
Yeah, bro, you always got two different classifications, man.
Yo. And this even goes to show you, man, like, hey, man, Yahweh Shah was on point when he came. Everything he did was according to law, because, when he came the first time, he wasn't coming to condemn or to commit judgment. That's basically what John 8 was going into, but he did that, what I'm saying? So when he comes back the second time, he's justified in his killing, and can you pull up Luke 10 and 20? Luke 10. Because just how the wicked doers of our people, right, they're written in the earth, right? Like the brother just brought out, in Daniel 12:1, we're written in a spiritual place, and this further proves it.
Kind of Luke 10:20. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you,
Mhm.
but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Because your names are written in heaven, right? But if you're a wicked dude, you're gonna be written in the earth, the same place where you're gonna be slaughtered in. While the elect in 144, we're gonna be written in heaven, right? Meaning the high places, right? Where the Most High God is gonna catch us up to, man.
That's right.
So yeah, that's all I pretty much wanted to bring out. Yeah, you got anything to add up?
Nah.
Nah. Yeah, so with that, I want to say I hope that was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.